Hey everybody, welcome back to Rink's Garage. Today we got a 2004 Grand Prix with the 3.8 in it. And we're going to show you how to change the power steering pump. So this is a 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix with the 3.8, and she was leaking on the ground, so pulled the wheel off, make sure it wasn't a line.
And I can see up on the bottom of the reservoir
She's leaking and it whines real bad, so we're gonna throw a new one on. I didn't see any lines leaking, so that should fix her up. On these, the power steering pump is way behind here underneath the alternator. So to start with, we got to take our coolant reservoir off, which is two 10mm, and then there's one underneath, but that's got a slot, so we should be able to take these two out, lift it out of there. We're also going to move this electrical box out of the way so we can get down in there to get the belt off. So Peyton, start by taking them off, and then we'll see if we can get the belt off. We're going to want to just get this off to the side a little bit, give us a little more room. We can lift our reservoir out of here, and then we'll pop this clamp off. Just need a little flat screwdriver. Now, we need to take the belt off, so you got a tension right here, and that's a 15. We're going to want to turn that back to loosen the belt. I just use brake bar. Pop it off like that. You're going to want to make sure you keep an eye on which way your belt runs so we can get it back on. Sometimes they do have belt routing, but this one does not appear to. So make a mental note before you get her all the way off which way she loops around. So let's get that belt out of the way. So now that we got the belt off, we already had the wheel off, but we'll have to pull, if you don't, you have to pull that off so you can get in there. We'll go down there and I'll show you. There's two power steering lines we got to take off. So underneath here, you're going to have a 16mm to pull this nut off on the pressure line, and then a little clamp up there on the return line, and it's probably want to have an oil pan underneath it because it's gonna leak out some fluid, but we'll get them two off, and then we can go back up top and take the bolts out. All right, Peyton got the lines off, so we're letting that drain out. Next thing we gotta do is take the bolts out of the power steering pump. So on this one, it's got two bolts, and you got pulley has holes in it. If you can see, there's one bolt up top and then one down below, and you got to stick the socket, which is a 13mm, through the hole and wind them bolts loose. Now when you're doing this, you don't want to take the bottom one out first. They are straight up and down with each other. The bottom one you kind of gotta feel by hand, but this top one you can see down in there. So I got the bottom one out, I got the top one loosened, so I'll get him wound out, and then we're gonna have to drop that down and try and finagle it out of the bottom. So now that we got the bolts out, we need to try and get this thing out of here, which it's not a lot of room, but I think we can get it out. Hopefully. Kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. Now that we got the power steering pump out, next thing we got to do is take the pulley off, which you're going to need a puller installer. I just have a Napa 3900, works for most of them. So this one's got two different sizes. Just pick the size that fits the best, which is going to be that side. And then you got a bolt that lines in there. Put him on. Now we should be able to wind that down, and it will pull the pulley right off, hopefully. So now we can grab the new pump and install it on the new one. All right, got the new pump, which I picked up at O'Reilly's. Master Pro 734 69-130. It's a reman unit, so it's cheaper, 120 bucks as opposed to 200 and some. It's a high mile car, so we're not spending the extra money. But first thing we do, put it back on. Put that in the right way. Put the proper adapter in. Got the pulley on top. And then our same centerpiece, we got a nut with a bearing and a washer. That will thread on there. Put him down until she gets tight. And we can run our nut down. Same deal. And we just take our 15/16 and 7/16 and tighten her down until she's pressed on where we want it. And it was flush with the top before, so that's how far down we're gonna go. Easiest way is to just check from behind. You can usually see the mark. If you're worried, you can back her off. See where you're at. You gotta go another 1/4 inch or so. Like that. If you get your pulley on, make sure you snag your cap off the other pump. Now we'll try and stick it back through that hole. Oh, let's see. How I did that. Now that we got her back up in there, we'll just try and get the bolt started, which is real fun through that pulley hole. But start with the top one because at least you can see that. So we'll get these two bolts put back in, tighten them down. I believe it's supposed to be 18 foot-pounds, or just snug it up. But I'll get these in and then we can throw the belt back on and put our other pieces back in. All right. With a little bit of a struggle, we got the power steering pump bolted back in. You kind of just got to feel for the holes. Next thing we'll do, put the lines back on. Power steering kit did come with a new O-ring for the pressure line, so you want to pop the old one off the end of that line, slide the new one on before you tighten her up. But I'll get them two thrown on, and then we can throw our belt back on and put her together and try and bleed the air out of it. Well,
Got the lines back attached. I threw a new clamp on the
return line. Now we will throw our belt back on, coolant reservoir, bolt this back down, then we'll be ready to put some fluid in. Need a long funnel to get back there. Can't even hardly see the cap, but top it off with fluid and then we'll hop in and try and get the air out of it and see if she fixes her up. We got the belt and the coolant tank back on, and this is how you put power steering fluid in your thing since you can't get back there. You gotta stick a funnel in. And try not to overfill it. Okay. Now I'll throw the cap back on and we'll fire it up. Turn the wheel back and forth, get the air out of it, and then we'll check this again.
How tight?
One ooga dooga, and then we'll torque them. Peyton's throwing the wheel back on, and we'll let her down, fire it up. Turn the steering wheel back and forth, just sitting, idling 15-20 times, and then we'll shut it off, check that power steering fluid. Then I think we'll be done. All right, now we'll fire it up, spin the wheel back and forth a couple times. Got a little air in her still. There we go. We'll just do this 15-20 times, get the air worked out of her, and then we'll check that fluid again. Well, got the fluids topped off. No more whine. No more dripping on the ground. Should be good to go. It's gonna do her for today, so thanks for watching. See you next time.